You may be safer in the desert than in Bergama, Wayfarer. You're heading the wrong way, Wayfarer, just so you know. Anyone with the sense the gods gave to a dog is leaving Bergama, or making preparations to do so. Many people have gone missing in recent days, and the city officials can't seem to do their jobs. Whoever is behind this has them running in circles. Politics. Always the problem here. The magistrate is a forebear, and the crowns say she is incompetent. Neither side trusts the other. It creates quite a mess. You want to help? Speak to the magistrate in the Hall of Judgment. I'm leaving.
Well met, and good fortune to you. Are you ready to reveal your rewards? Perfectly respectable. These precious gems can be traded for valuable rewards. Makruti is still here. Goodbye, my friend.
I see you there, but you must wait. A scholar's work is seldom urgent, but I have a request from the king himself. It seems the Ansei wards have been misplaced. Wait, I should not have... just forget I said that. You did? It has occurred to me that the Withered Hand might seek to use the wards to raise the consecrated dead at Tuhuaka's throne. I am relieved that you stopped them. So now we just need to find the other two wards. My apprentice Shiri is traveling with Prince Azar, trying to find answers, but they need my research. Let me work. I will ensure you are notified when we know more. It seems the power of the Ansei wards is somehow linked to their lives of the Ansei who created them. By learning about the Ansei, I hope to get an idea of where the Withered Hand may take the wards. Now, leave me to my work.
I welcome you to Bergama, Wayfarer. I hope you brought your gold. Our markets have goods of the finest quality, things you can find nowhere else. Regardless of any... Not entirely, but they have certainly been blown out of proportion. Some people speak as if respectable citizens were disappearing left and right. It's true that a few people have gone missing, but they were mostly beggars and vagrants. Oh, that is very kind of you to offer. But my administration has a handle on the situation. I believe Justice Ista and his officers have some promising leads. You are a guest here. It would not do for us to put you to work.
What?
Pardon me. I would speak with you. Greetings, Wayfarer. Our fair city has always been a sanctuary for those traveling across the scorching sands of the Alik'r desert. I hope you find it so. I am Justice Ista, the head of security here. I am pleased to meet you. I overheard you speaking to the magistrate. You expressed an interest in assisting with the investigation. I know she believes we have the situation under control, but I'm afraid nothing could be further from the truth. Because I have withheld many of the facts. Magistrate Sulma is a forebear. In this withered hand business has the Crown's here calling for King Faharajad to step down. She has enough worries with that. Security is my duty. I do. My bailiffs and I are Crowns. Duty requires we be impartial, but forebears do not trust us, and now our fellow Crowns distrust us because we work for the magistrate. No one talks, so we have no leads on the disappearances. Will you help us? That is what I had hoped. Of course, neither forebears nor Crowns will open up to a stranger, and in fact, you can't even enter their respective fellowship houses. I have a plan, though. You simply have to wear these dishdashas to disguise yourself. Yes, people get quiet when my bailiffs and I are around. Explore the city and listen. In particular, wear the disguises and visit Ragada's Respite and Ator's Oasis. Follow up on any leads and report back when you have something solid. I regret that political disagreements between Crowns and forebears should impede a criminal investigation, but recent events have increased tensions dramatically. I am confident that your assistance in the investigation will prove to be valuable. The Crowns are traditionalists. We worship the old gods. In Bergama, many Crown families are even descended from ancient Yokudan nobility. Though we are loyal to the throne, we would prefer to see someone other than Faharajad sitting on it. Politically speaking, the forebears claim to be more progressive. They've taken to worshipping the imperial gods and associating more with the other races. King Faharajad even joined the Daggerfall covenant, a move Crowns were firmly against. Justices are men and women chosen by common vote to keep order in Bergama. It is a grave responsibility, not a reward. We answer to the magistrate, but keep our own counsel. If you break the law in Bergama, we will find you. Regardless of what he's told you, Magistrate, Ista and his bailiffs have made no progress in their investigation.
Honestly, I'm more worried about the withered hand than these disappearances, Councilman. We just have to give Ista more time.
I don't know. Bailiff Fakimal, the one who lives at the northwest edge of town, I heard he was ignoring evidence in the case.
We can't believe everything we hear. You have my word, though, if necessary. I will deal with Ista.
Welcome to the Bergama Crown Fellowship Hall. I do not recognize you, but I see you wear the formal dasha. I trust you are a crown from outside the city? Those who honor the ancient Yokudan traditions are always welcome here. Come inside and enjoy our hospitality.
Brother Istar has not visited the Fellowship House much of late.
No, but one of the bailiffs was here. Believe it or not, the guards almost didn't let him in.
Truly? What possible reason would the guards have for keeping out a bailiff?
His crown d'Estasha was all shredded up. I suppose it happened when he arrested someone. I just gave him a new one.
Welcome to the Fellowship Hall. You're not from Bergama, though. Are you from Sentinel? No matter, as long as you're a forebear. Then you may come and go as you see fit. Would you like me to get the door?
The person behind the disappearances is definitely a crown. No doubt about it.
Now that's low, even for you. How could you possibly know that?
Because there were shreds of a crown dish dasha left at one of the crime scenes.
Are the bait? We must speak no more.
The person behind the disappearances is definitely a crown. No doubt about it.
Now that's low, even for you. How could you possibly know that?
Because there were shreds of a crown dish dasha left at one of the crime scenes.
Are the bailiffs covering that up? This is the first I've heard of it.
This work never ends.
I'm in the middle of something.
Justice Ista, you are hereby found guilty of obstructing an investigation and conspiring against the people of Bergama.
I do not know from where these charges originate, Magistrate, but I am innocent. You will see. The truth will come to light.
You will remain here until a thorough investigation has been completed. I am sorry, Ista.
Well, it seems my efforts to shield the Magistrate from security concerns have landed me in the stocks. The Magistrate says I impeded the investigation. Apparently, she went behind my back to conduct her own inquiries. I found evidence she has been meeting secretly with Fakimal, one of my bailiffs. When I asked her about it, she had me locked up. What? How can this be true? Fakimal has been known to bend the law, but he always followed orders. I can't imagine him going on a killing spree. Where is he? I would speak with him straight away. Dead? The poor boy. I don't understand. You're saying he was killing people under orders? The only people with the authority to issue orders to Fakimal are myself and the magistrate. You think she's involved in this? That looks like Sulma's key, and this would explain why she put me in the stocks. May I request one last favor, then? The magistrate's home is southwest of the Hall of Judgment. Would you investigate the place?
Come on, you dogs. We need to get this load of bodies out of here. Al-Assad is waiting. What were you doing down there? You saw, didn't you? So now you know my dark secret. It must be horrifying. I haven't been able to bring myself to go down there since this began. I just gave Fakimal a key. Do you understand, though? Do you realize why this is necessary? Yes, there is no other way. Do you understand the power of the Withered Hand? King Faharajad, the Ashaba, they cannot stop them. Eventually the Hand would have come here and killed everyone. This deal is our only hope. It was the only deal Al-Assad would accept. It seems terrible, but we're only killing vagrants, criminals. To save the city, that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Let me finish this. It's only a few more corpses. Will you keep my secret? If that's your choice, I will turn myself in. There's no point in trying to deny my crimes. Mark my words, though, Wayfarer. You've doomed Bergama. The Withered Hand will kill us all. I hope I'm wrong, but in my heart, I know I'm not.
Sharing the evidence you discovered at Fakimal's house, I was able to convince the other bailiffs to release me from the stocks. Tell me, though, What did you learn at the magistrate's house? That must have been quite a grisly scene. The other bailiffs are already on their way over there. I will leave it to them to arrest the magistrate as well. Why, though? Why did the magistrate and Fakimal kill all these people? All right. I have witnessed many dark crimes in my time as justice, but they pale in comparison to this. To think our own magistrate would make a deal with the withered hand. What could she possibly hope to gain from such a thing? A noble notion, I suppose, but nothing can justify the murder of innocents. She will pay for her crimes. You've done quite a service for our fair city. I'm not one for emotional displays of appreciation, but you have my gratitude.
This is getting to be absurd. How much longer must we pretend? My daughter wails in disappointment, and our two families verge on coming to blows. There is nothing to be done for it. The groom is not coming. We do not know. Kaznar may be among those who recently went missing. Or he simply changed his mind. He is a forebear after all. I warned her. Crowns and forebears should not mix. Now everyone is angry. She must call off the wedding. Tiela is like a dune ripper in a sandstorm. She buries her head to hide from the truth. Perhaps you can help. I must stay here. But someone needs to speak to Kaznar's brother. Unless he can explain things, my daughter has agreed to give up. I am most grateful for your help. Kaznar's brother Ine will be at his market stall. The wedding offended him so greatly he had refused to attend. Whether he knows what happened to Kaznar or not, let us hope we can soon put the matter to rest. I do not know. I heard the killer was found dead, but that he was working for someone else. Who would instigate such evil? Magistrate Sulma? I cannot believe this, even of a forebear. Her mind must have been twisted by some dark magic. I suppose, though, if no one has told us that Kaznar's corpse was found, then that is a good sign. With the young man, the blood runs hot. He may have found another woman. Or it could be that he realized the foolishness of the idea. His family does not support the marriage either. His brother was not even planning to attend. For a crown to marry a forebear? In Sentinel, this may happen. But in Bergama, it is unheard of. For generations, our family's allegiances have not changed. If these two marry, whatever allegiance they choose, they will offend half the city. Ha! Oh yes. I'm sure King Faharajad would like that very much. For crowns and forebears to settle our differences while he is in power. This would mean Faharajad's line would have everlasting legitimacy. I cannot support that.
There you are. I've been looking for you.
Welcome to Bergama, Wayfarer. We have the finest musical instruments in all Hammerfell. If you want a harp, a lute, or even a drum, you have come to the right place. Though that is not why you are here, is it? Kaznar? That's a sore subject. Believe it or not, he's actually getting married today. Should be at the wedding right now. I know, I should be there, but I'm not. He's not? Well, I'll be a lizard's uncle. I guess our little talk may have convinced him after all. We all went out drinking last night, and my cousin and I made one last attempt to talk him out of it. I guess it worked. Damn. I don't know. I would have expected him to tell me if he had made such a decision. With so many people missing lately, I prefer to make sure. He should be at my cousin's house, the last one before the West Gate. Will you check? The more I think about it, the more this concerns me. If you find my brother, tell him to come speak with me. If he doesn't come soon, I'm going to close up shop and help you search. You must understand, I love my little brother, but he is so naive. He shouldn't associate with a crown girl, let alone marry her. Our father, Tuwaka, keep his soul, would never have approved. So I cannot approve either. Of course I do. But I cannot disrespect our father's memory. None of this matters, though. Right now, all that matters is Kaznar's safety. I will approve the marriage before I see him harmed.
Just merchandise around.
Do you often just walk into people's houses and snoop around upstairs? If my cousin were here, he might not be so friendly. Me? I don't care. I don't really care about anything at this point. I don't know, maybe because there are armed thugs out there with orders to break my kneecaps if I try to leave? If I thought I could get past them, I'd make a run for it, but they'd catch me. It would be pointless. Ask Tiela's father. He's the one who hired them. Paid Uncle Thack to make sure I don't get to the wedding. Jagnus has been against our marriage from the beginning. I don't know why I thought he would come around. Of course. He wants Tiela to think I stood her up. She'll hate me for the rest of her life and think he was right all along. The bastard. If my father were alive, he'd beat the oblivion out of Jagnus. Of course. That would only make things worse. Don't bother. If he went to this much trouble, he won't change his mind. If you really want to help, there's only one way. You'll have to talk to Uncle Thack. Uncle Thack and his gang run the streets here in Bergama. They're not above the law, but they can be dangerous. If you can convince Uncle Thack to let me out, I'll go to the wedding. Jagnus won't be able to say a thing.
I was beginning to think this fight was hopeless. With the Great Shackle destroyed, we might just have a chance here.
What is it?
Look at this. You walk in like you own the place. Like you fear absolutely nothing. If it's a fight you want, though, you've come to the wrong place. This is a place of business. I'm a businessman. Kasnar? Why doesn't Kasnar come talk to me himself? Oh, yes, I remember. He prefers the indoors. Probably better that way. Yes, Kasnar needs to stay at home. Or do you take issue with that? Slow down now. No need to be rude. Like I said, I'm a businessman. Truth is, I didn't much like the deal I had with Jagnus anyways. You'll owe me a favor, but I'll give him a refund, and your boy can get married whenever he likes. My people wouldn't have really hurt the kid anyways. Kasnar and Tiela make a nice couple. In fact, if you'll do me that favor we discussed, I'll have my men escort Kasnar right up to the altar. Get them a gift. Some hag's breath. It's an aphrodisiac. They might not be able to walk for a few days, but it'll make the wedding night unforgettable. There's an old hag in the desert, Vianney. Kill her and bring her hag's breath to the wedding.
I'm so glad you made it in time. We are just about to begin the ceremony. Kasnar told me everything, and knowing what you have done, you are the guest of honor. Oh goodness, hag's breath. What a special gift. Thank you. Thank you both. Please, you must stay for the ceremony. It would mean so much to Kasnar and to me. This marriage would not have been possible without you.
Their love is a testament to the kinship that all crowns and forebears share with each other.
So much to do, so little time.
You! There you are! The scholar Zore said I might find you here. You must make great haste. Prince Azar is in need of your assistance. He is at the shipyards town of Tava's Blessing. The Withered Hand is there, and he needs you to come as soon as possible. The scholar Zora said something about that being the birthplace of one of the Ansei, whatever that means. Oh, and Scholar Zora wants her apprentice Shiri to return to Bergama right away. She wants you to speak to Captain Rawan and ask him to order Shiri to return, whether the girl wants to or not. Tava's Blessing is where the Royal Navy has its shipyards. You must not let the town fall to the Withered Hand. Beware of the shifting sands, Wayfarer. I hope Ruptga guides you quickly to the prince's side. The The ships being built at the Tava's Blessing shipyards are critical for the Covenant war effort. I do not think the Withered Hand would have use for the ships, but I fear they might simply destroy them. That would be very bad for the Covenant.